let's crack on. AI, there's been lots of talk about AI over the last while, and I'm sure everybody's heard about ChatGPT. And ChatGPT being a large language model, it's been developed over the last many years. There's probably billions already spent on it. These things don't happen overnight. So it's a generative AI system. I don't know, hands up, who has sort of played on ChatGPT so far? Yeah, lots, good. So everybody, and it really has put the fizz back into people talking about what can AI do for you. Well, Webio, we've been working at this for the past about 4 years, and rather than a large language model, ours is very much customized on collections. So using the millions and millions of collections conversations that we manage for our clients every day, training that model to be able to be applicable for the collections world. The language that's used today in industries from aviation to farming to collections, there's all similar words, but they mean completely different things. So what does that mean to the business? And that really is, it's finely tuned to make sure that it's actually applicable and usable in the world, our industry today. So, I'm going to take a real practical approach, because sometimes when people talk about AI, it goes over everybody's heads. They try to blind you with science, and quite frankly, it sounds like a bit of BS. So I'm going to be really practical about how AI is being used. So there's only 3 things I'm going to talk about today. You'll say, thank God, please hurry up and get over with. But entities is the first one. So entities is key bits of information that your customers are going to give you during a conversation. And in digital conversations today, it has to be very structured. You ask for one piece of information, if it doesn't come in exactly the right format, it's going to be a fail. So the AI today is now thinking about, if I were a human and this was said to me, how do I work that out? So let me give you an example. You're having a conversation with somebody back and forth, and they say, look, I don't get paid till this Friday, I'll pay you next Monday. So in any digital conversation, that would be a complete fail, wouldn't be able to work out what this Friday is or what next Monday is. So can I pay you next Monday? Well, next Monday, immediately the AI is working out what day is today, is the 11th, it's Wednesday, next Monday is the 16th, that's before the 20th of the month. For that particular company, absolutely, that's fine. So it's bringing that sort of key bits of information that you are getting from people into a format that's really practical and easy to use. The next one is intents. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting, because everybody, we're all human, we're awkward so-and-sos, aren't we? We say things in a different way. And as you can tell from the accent, I say it in a different way. Absolutely, yes, but we'll move on. But how people say things will vary greatly. But a lot of the time, it's very similar things what they're looking for. So what they're saying, how to understand that. And the last thing that I'm going to focus in on is propensities. So what is propensities? It's understanding from the conversation that's happening, what's the most likely outcome. Very simple, very straightforward. So as the conversation is happening, is that person exhibiting traits of vulnerability? Is it more likely going to end up in a payment? Is it going to more likely end up in a promise to pay? So it's a bit like you saying to somebody at the start of the conversation, if you knew where this conversation was going to go, how are you going to handle it differently? Being able to design the right type of conversation flow to suit both the customer and the business. Putting a huge amount of power into your hands, into the business's hands, where everything is audible, it's explainable AI. So as I said, I'm going to keep it really practical and just show you 2 examples. So the 2 examples, the first one is the entity. So no matter what way somebody is giving you the key bits of information, it will, go back a bit, it's going to be able to understand the key bits of information they're giving you. And what that will mean is, as the example said there, when you are taking them out, almost 60% of the conversations flow through. They don't fail, they They don't hand over to an agent, and again, it just speeds up everything. Much better experience for the customer and for you as a business, a lot more efficient. The last one is propensities. As I said, as the conversation is happening, what it's doing is it's identifying the most likely outcomes that is going to be taking place on the conversation. I've just picked 4 examples there. The biggest one by far is vulnerability. That's where I think most of our clients are seeing a real sort of benefit there. It's identifying that early, typically between about 85 to 90% accurate within 3 utterances in the conversation. So it's enabling them to identify, get the right level of support, but be able to design better conversations overall. We're on the stand, so please come along and say to us. We also have Ed from Policy and Practice, as again, one of the things that we're integrating into the Webio platform is the Better Off calculator. So again, I'm happy to talk to you about that. That's me done. My stint at Old Trafford was very short, and I didn't even build up a sweat, so I'm delighted with that. Thank you. Have a good day and a night.